Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Saturday, November 27th. We're going to be going over today's news headlines. Also, we're going to recap Pelicans and Utah Jazz from last night. They did win their game, so we're going to go and dive into that game as well. Also, later on this evening, we will have LSU game coverage with Texas A&M. That will be at 7 p.m. here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are going to be live during the show. If you want to come in and comment about the Tigers or the A&M Aggies during the broadcast, you can do that as well. So we will let you do that. We will also open it up to video chat if you want to come in video chat about the Tigers and the A&M Aggies. You can do that as well. So let's go ahead and give you a recap of the Pelicans versus Utah. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this out, and I'll give you these information. We'll do that right now. We're going to go over to the box score. I'm going to give you the box score information. Okay, the box score is on the screen. Pelicans went 98-97. Last night, I'm going to tell you, they did play consistent, but the truth of the matter is they fought the whole game out. So 98-97 was your final score. They will have another back-to-back. I think it's going to be later on this evening. Pelicans and Utah Jazz in their game later on this evening. So let's go ahead and I'll go through all the information. Okay, let's go through the four factors first. Okay, the four factors in the game. Both Utah and the Pelicans had a pace of 96.6. Their field goal shooting a little different. Pelicans was at 48%, and Utah was at 53.5%. Total turnovers, the Pelicans had 12.1, and Utah had 16.2. Offensive rebounds, the Pelicans had 15 rebounds. Utah had 21. Field goal, free throw attempt and field goal attempts was at 1.24 for the Pels and 1.50 for the Jazz. Now the offensive ratings, the Pels won that battle 105 to 100, so 105 to 100 on that battle right there. Okay, the scoring. Let's go to the online. Go to the line scoring. Okay, the Pelicans trail 28-23. The Pelicans in the second quarter scored their 23 points. And also, Utah led 30-26 in the third quarter, but Pelicans won 26-22. So they did win two quarters. They did win the second quarter and also the fourth quarter. So that's how they won their game, won their matches. So that is the first score and the other one. So, okay, let's give you the plus and minuses for both teams. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go through those Pelicans plus and minus. Okay, the on the first quarter was Devontae Graham. He was minus 6. He was also minus 3 in the third quarter and plus 7 in the second quarter. So, and also plus quarter in the first quarter. Now, Josh Hart had a minus 6 plus or minus level. He also had it in the second quarter. It was minus 4. And let's see. He did late in the second quarter. He had a plus and minus 4 points. That was 7. Now, third quarter they had 0 and 3. Now, in the fourth quarter, Josh Hart went 2 plus 2. Now, Ingram. Let's go over Ingram's numbers. Ingram had minus 6. That was in the first quarter. He also had minus 4 in the second quarter. Late in the second quarter, the Pelicans had plus 7. In the third quarter, they had minus 3. And also they had minus 0 in the fourth quarter, but they got it picked up after he scored his third. That's his shots. Now, let's see. Herb Jones. Let's go through Herb Jones numbers. Okay, Herb Jones numbers, minus 8 in the first quarter. Also, plus 9 in the second quarter. Minus 4 late in the third quarter going into the game. And let's see. They had plus 1. That was in the fourth quarter. For Herb Jones. Now, Jonas Valanciunas. Let's go through his numbers. He had minus 6 in the first, plus 4 in the second, minus 4 in the third, and minus 3 in the fourth. So he went minus 3 in the fourth. Now, Willy Herman Gomez. He had plus 1 in the first quarter, but also minus 1 in the first quarter. He had also had plus 3 in the second, 0 in the third, and plus 7 in the fourth. Now, Kyra Lewis had plus 1 in the first. He also had plus 2 in the third. Garrett Steppel had plus 1 in the first to second quarter. Also in the third quarter he was minus 1, and also plus 2. Nickel Walker plus 1 in the first, and second quarter he also had minus 1. Now in the third quarter was minus 1 and plus 7. Sadaransky had plus 1 in the first, going into the second, but he did get his numbers up with plus 3 in the plus and minus category. So that is your plus and minus category. So let's give you the let's go ahead and give you the full box score of this game, and we'll go quarter by quarter and a half. Okay, let's go ahead and break down the full game stats. Okay, the Pelicans did shoot 42%. That was 39 of 89. They also shot 11 of 27 for about 40%. And let's see. Free throws, they went 84% from the line, 11 out of 13. But they had, let's see, the turnovers. They had 13 turnovers in the game, in the entire ball game, when it came down to it. Now, the advanced stats, they were at 51% true shooting and 48% of field goal shooting. Now, the three-pointer was about 30%, and also, let's see. So that is your the box score from the game. So we're going to go over to the first quarter box score. I'm going to put that up on the screen. Okay, your first quarter box score. Pelicans shot 37%. They also shot 57% from 3-point range. They also went 1 for 2 in the first quarter on free throws. Their turnovers, let's go over to that turnover side. They were at 2. So they was at 2 in that one when it came down to it. Okay, we will go over to the second quarter stats. Okay, second quarter stats. The Pelicans shot 45%, 10 out of 22. They also went 3 of 8. They also went 0 for 1 on free throws. Now, the main composite of this team, they're going to have to start getting those free throws, the shots down, because they went 10 for 22 for 45%. So they had a pretty good outing in the second quarter. So let's go over to the first half. I'll give you the first half numbers. Okay, the Pelicans shot 41%, excuse me. Free throws, 3-point shooting, 46%. Free throws was 1 of 3. And let's see. Total turnovers, to put this up on the screen, was 7 in the first half. So we'll go over to we'll go to the third quarter stats. Okay, the Pelicans shot 40%. That was 9 of 22. Pelicans shot 28% from the 3-point line. Free throw shooting, not very consistent. It was 100%, but there's only 6 out of 6 players that converted on free throws. Okay, the next one we're going to break down is the rebounding aspects. Pelicans led 8-6 in those clips, man. So that is your breakdown for the third quarter. And we'll break down the fourth quarter. Okay, let's go over to the field goal attempts. Oh, I can't get it. Okay, fourth quarter field goals. The Pelicans shot 47%. That was in the fourth quarter, 10 of 21. They did shoot 2 of 5 from 3-point range. They also shot 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That's 100%. Now, the rebounding aspects was like this. Pelicans, let's see, led 10, so that's the fourth quarter numbers. Okay, the next ones are the second half numbers. Okay, the Pelicans did shoot 44% from the floor. They also shot 33% from the free throw line. New York. And let's see what else. Okay, rebounds. Total rebounds. The Pels led 18. Pelicans led 18. Oh, apologize for that. The wrong button. Okay. Okay, that's your numbers right there. Let's see. Total rebounds was 18. Defensive rebounds was 16. And they had 2 in the last couple of minutes of their game last night. So, final score, Pelicans lose, win 98-97. They will have another back-to-back later on this evening. Okay, let's give you the leading scores from last night. Okay, your leading scores was Brandon Ingram with 21, Walker with 15, Herman Gomez with 13, Valanciunas with 11, Lewis with 10, Graham with 9, Hart with 8, Jones with 8, Garris Temple with 3, and Sadaransky with 0 points last night in that game against the Utah Jazz. So we will go ahead and go to Coach Willie Green's press conference. We didn't play it last night. We didn't do a post-game show. We'll do that now. Let me switch this out. We'll do it.
I'm just extremely proud of our fight, how hard we've been working, and it's showing up in games right now. 27 assists, 14 turnovers, all the things that we've been talking about. Our guys are in defensively. I'm just proud of the effort that we gave as a unit. Exactly what you said. Past whatever amount of games, we're in those type of moments where we're leading, everything is flowing, and the team picks up their physicality. We have the tendency to just kind of walk around and they push us off our spots offensively, defensively. They're up into us. Tonight it was different. Our guys hung in there. We battled. Big time shot by Devontae at the end of the game, but it started with getting a stop. And when we get stops, our best offense is getting out and playing.
Mm-hmm.
Huge effort from our bench. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, can't say enough about him. Big shot after big shot. Willy Hernan Gomez, he's shot another 3. So he's keeping that up. And then Kyra, Sato, Garrett, those guys are all coming in, contributing. And we need that. We need to lift from our bench. And huge big-time win on our part tonight.
And Willie, getting to watch Devontae, up close a bunch. Just how confident are you? Generally speaking, every time he does rise up and take a three.
Well, he's known to hit those type of shots. That's what he's done over his career. And when Brandon kicked the ball up to him, I had a great angle and it looked good all the way. Just proud of our guys once again. This is a tough place to play, and that's a tough team over there. So to come into Utah and get this type of win on the road, start off a 3-game trip is huge.
Talking about being proud, how is it to watch Brandon be able to make that play in that situation? In the past, he's kind of been the guy to kind of maybe force his shot because he wants to win so bad, but to have the recognition to give off the little shovel pass to Devontae and let him make that shot.
It's just the unselfish basketball that he plays and that we talk about just in general as a group. We want to be a team that plays 0.5, good to great. And that was a key good to great situation where he probably could have took it all away, but he saw Devontae streaking up the right-hand side, swung it to him, and he made a big-time shot for us.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned Nikhil and Billy. You talked all season about how you've been tinkering with the lineup, trying to find the right fit. How much do you feel like this rotation over the past few games kind of fits what you're looking for and what this team needs right now?
So far, it's working out well for us. And we want to continue with this lineup. And look, we'll continue to make adjustments. We'll look at what's working for us. And thus far, we like what we see. We're going out, we're executing, we're playing hard, playing together. And that's the key for us.
Willy, what does it say about your team, after going through what they've gone through, the ability to respond to the adversity of those, from 2 minutes to whatever that was, 30, 40 seconds, in that building, in that environment, it obviously, it must be a turning point to some degree for this team.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to build on this. But to your point, going through adversity is what our city is accustomed to. Resilient group of people in New Orleans, and we want a team that does the same thing. So when we face adversity, we just get up the next day and we keep fighting. We continue to stay positive, and we build from here. And I'm proud of our guys representing our community, representing our city the right way.
What did you think about the job that Herb did on Donovan Mitchell tonight?
I thought he was great. We have a saying, not on her, but for him to be a rookie, his instincts defensively and offensively, he's always in the right place. Sometimes he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt with the whistle, but that's okay. He just plays through it, and he's making it tough on people.
Yeah, you talked about a little bit earlier for Lope's question, but do you think it's meaningful for a team to see the star like B.I. be willing to give that shot up in the end to somebody else and be willing to make that play and not feel like you have to make it yourself?
Yeah, but you know what? It's what we talk about just in general. If you see a guy with a jersey on that's the same as yours, just give it to him and trust that he's going to make the right play. That's what Brandon's been doing all season. All of our guys, for the most part, we'll continue to build. We're not there yet. This is a huge step for us, winning 2 in a row. And, we got to do it again tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, once again, the post-game comments from Willy, from Coach Green. I'm going to say this. About Coach Green. Look, he like I said, he's getting this team. This team just absolutely just fights and fights and fights and fights every single time. I mean, no matter the circumstances. So I say this, look, sure, you're going to have some trials and tribulations. That's expected. But the truth of the matter is, if this team gets off to before the first half ends, gets off to a winning record, the sky's the limit. I mean, look, sure, they're not gonna win every game every night. That's not gonna happen. They're just gonna give it their effort. So once again, Pelicans win 98-97. They will take on Utah again tonight. That game will be around, I think, 8 o'clock or something like that. So once again, thanks for joining us. So let's go ahead and switch this out, and we will go over some news headlines from ESPN. So I'm going to put that up on the screen. Okay, Ohio State down 7-0 to Michigan. That game's going on in the first quarter, 6:41 remaining. Also, Liverpool defeats Southampton 4-0. And Brighton in Leeds, no score. There's no score in that one. Okay, sources, Michigan State football team affected by the flu outbreak. So it looks like they're have some issues with the flu outbreak going into this game against the Penn State Nifty Lions this coming weekend. So I say this. Hopefully, it's just a Coach Franklin, after he was Rutgers win, there was an IV everywhere for all the players and stuff like that. So once again, this is from ESPN. Okay, Seattle Mariners acquire utility player Adam Frazier in a trade with the San Diego Padres. So it looks like he is going to be going over to the Seattle Mariners for Adam Frazier. Frazier's under a $7.5 million contract this season. He can enter the free agency market once his contract ends in 2022. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, UFC lightweight Benel Darnish, Islam agreed to a 155-pound fight. It'll be 5 rounds in February, so both of them will get into will have a fight coming up in a couple of weeks to month. So that was put out yesterday by ESPN. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. See what else we have. Okay, number 5, Duke takes out Gonzaga, a clash of unbeaten teams. So that was in last night's game. Duke defeated Gonzaga 84-81. So that was in the T-Mobile Arena in all right, what else we have? Okay, New York Rangers. Martini Pauline was fined $5,000 after throwing a glove at Boston Bruins player Brad Marchand. So this is where he throws it at the player. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's see what else we have. Okay, LeBron James fined for obscenity, obscene gestures, warning about profanity. So it looks like he got fined $15,000 for that incident that happened with Isaiah Stewart, and he also got a 1-game suspension for that as well. So once again, it's from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Boston Red Sox agreed to a 1-year deal with Michael Washer. He will remain with the Boston Red Sox. He went 3-5. He had a 5.05 ERA. He had in 124 innings of pitching. So this is from ESPN. Okay, sources: New York Mets agreed to a deal with center fielder Starlin Marlin, and also infielder Eduardo Escobar, and also Mark Canner. That's another guy that they are requiring. So I think that's good because they need to add an extra bat to their lineup when needed. So this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. See what else we have. Okay, we're going to go over some news headlines. Let me switch this over. We'll find some news. Okay, we'll get some news break articles. Give me a second to get them. Okay, this is from the Spawn. Alvin Kamara has 3 words for the Saints fans. After Monday night's ass kicking by the Buffalo Bills. This is what he tweeted. Those words. I'm on it. So that's what he's talking about. Okay, this is from maxpreps.com. High school Juju Johnson, LCA eliminated Arch Manning in the from the playoffs. So it looks like their playoff run is completed. So they did lose last night, 49-7 to a team out of California, something like that. Okay, Arch Manning had a only touchdown. He had a 5-yard run in the fourth quarter, so he had a 5-yard run. So this is from maxpreps.com. Go to maxpreps.com. Okay, this is from on3.com. On3 talking about okay, Paul Feinbaum predicts what's next for LSU and head coach Ed Orgeron. So it looks like he's chiming in on what's going on. So I'm showing you the article, what's going on. And it's, so this is what he said in this quote right here. Can buy that. He said it would be great. You know, it would be great. Put it in there so you can see it. So once again, this is from on3.com. Go to on3.com. See what else we can give you. Okay, this is from Mass Live. Bill Belichick. I'll be learning a lot from Nick Foles, says kicker. Taught little things he never noticed. So that's what they're talking about in this article about Nick Foles, the kicker. So Coach Belichick's praising him a lot. Okay, this is from fansided.com. LSU predicts winner. ESPN predicts winner of LSU Texas A&M game tonight. Okay, the ESPN FPI Football Power Index predicted the outcome of this weekend's game. So unfortunately, Texas A&M is a 61% favorite to win this game tonight against the Tigers. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, this is from NOLA.com. 6-seeded car scored Verizon points to defeat so we're showing you the article right here. So once again, this is from NOLA.com. You can go to NOLA.com. Okay, UNO will take on the Ole Miss Rebels. That'll be Wednesday, December 1st. That'll be at 11 o'clock game. And okay, this is UNO's team stats. UNO heading into Wednesday's matchup, scoring 47 points a game. Also, that's fewer. Also, then given averaging 47, allowing 47 points to enter the table. Okay, Privateers create 16 takeaways in games. Also, let's see. Also, so once again, UNO and Ole Miss will tip off at this coming Wednesday. Okay, this is from Review Journal. This is from James Jim Barnes. You can follow him talking about LSU will fight for their departed coach. I think they absolutely will because, look, those players got to know that coach and they got to play under him for their 4 years that they were at LSU. So I'll be honest with you, it's going to be a very emotional night for the players and Ed Orgeron in general. So once again, this is from Review Journal. Go to reviewjournal.com. Let's see what else we Okay, Cowgirls battle Tulane, but 73-67 win in the Thanksgiving Day Classic. So that was in around Wyoming. Okay, Cowgirls found the 3-point range and went 8 for 14 from behind the arc. That was in their game yesterday. So once again, congratulations to Coach Stockton and her bunch for winning that game yesterday. Okay, the Lady Lions will take on Utah State this coming Saturday. So it's whole bunch of let's see what else we have. Okay, this is from Saturday Down South. LSU coaching search. Joe Cat will be the new predicted to be the new head coach. I don't think it's this is going to be set in stone right now. They still got to look for him. They still got to they still got to look for him because hopefully he don't bolt off and go somewhere else. That LSU would be in screw it up. So once again, this is from Saturday Down South. Go to Saturday Down South. Okay, we're gonna go over to Smart News, see what's happening on the Sport News sports sites. So I'm gonna switch over to Sports News. Okay, we'll see what else we have. Let's see if I can scroll it. Find. Okay, this is for the Monroe News Star. Coach Skip Holtz parts ways after 9 seasons with the Bulldogs. So it looks like they will be finding another coach. Sooner rather than later. Holtz says coach for Louisiana Tech went 64-49. He also led the Bulldogs to a championship back in 2014 and 16. He also had 7 bowl game victories. Louisiana Tech this year went 3 is 3-8, 2-5 in the Conference USA. So it's like I said, it's the time for coaching change. To be honest with you, because it's nearing the end of the season. I mean, you're going to see a lot of them looking for new jobs and stuff like that. So once again, this is from the Monroe News Star. Go to the Monroe News Star. Okay, this is inside the numbers. Okay, this is for the Tallahassee Democrat. Southeastern will take on Florida A&M in the playoffs. So let's give you those numbers. Let's go ahead and give you inside the numbers. Okay, this is number 4. FAU forces fumbles. Marquez Bell is one of the leading guys that get the ball back for the Florida A&M Rattlers. Now intercepted by Southeastern Louisiana. Z.Y. Alexander is ranked fifth nationally in their category. Also combined points for 3 losses for Southeastern this season. Okay, Florida A&M enters the playoffs with a 5-6 record. So it looks like they kind of was. So that's everything you need to know about Southeastern football. See what else we have. Okay, this is from Channel 3 and Louisiana Raging Cajuns will take on ULM in their rivalry game. That'll be at 3 p.m. That'll be out in Lafayette. So you can listen to that game on 1420, or you can watch the game on ESPNU. If you're a ULL fan. Okay. Grambling and Southern scouting report. Okay, both teams are 3-7 and 4-5. Give you those numbers. Yeah, so Grambling's 3-7, 2-5. Jaguars 4-6, 3-4 coming into this game, into the Bayou Classic. Okay, the predictions for the Bayou Classic is Grambling winning 27-20, so it's a 7-point game for the Grambling Tigers. I think if Grambling comes out playing consistent, I think they will win the game. But if Southern comes out with their offense and puts up a lot of points, then they will win the game. The Southern Jaguars. So this is from the News Star. Go to newsstar.com. So we're going to wrap this up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back on later on this evening with LSU and Texas A&M. That will be after 7 o'clock, so you can come in and join us. So that's highly optional for anyone. So we will be back. So everybody have a good rest of your Saturday afternoon, and we'll be back later on this evening.